Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to be talking about an upcoming tournament which may not be the highest on the prio for news and for tournaments and whatnot. This is an off-season tournament. It is the XSE Pro League Guangzhou 2026 tournament. It is going to be held in Guangzhou, China. I believe that's how you say it, Guangzhou, I believe. It's going to be a 16-team tournament with $1 million prize pool starting on July 1st all the way to July 12th of 2026. Obviously, this video, I believe I'm going to probably put it out a day after or the day of the matches start. So by the time you're watching this video, the matches have probably already started and the day one results have probably already happened, but I'm making this video in advance and uploading it later, whatever, right? Again, like I said, I don't think this is going to be the biggest news for the CS scene, but I think this is pretty important for honestly just about every single one of these teams here. I mean, you have FaZe, who just got their new Opper and J-Bone after they benched Brokey, and they have Nate2 back, so it's really gonna be cool to see what this FaZe clan team can do, if this Opper is gonna do anything good for them, and we get to see Tyloo. It's always fun to watch Tyloo, right? This is a very exciting team. You have cool personality in G. I mean, a likable team. With these two teams, they just made some roster changes as well. They got Kersey from the Gamer Legion bench for XSE, and they got Notes from an NIP, got Note from their academy team putting Cairn on the bench. And then you have 9Z, who just came off of a very, very good major run, which this is probably the team that I have winning this whole tournament, if I'm being honest. Maybe Bait, maybe Bet Boom, but I would say either 9Z, Bait, or Bet Boom are probably my favorites to win. But you also have Eyeballers, who just got Crims, who just left Fnatic. So that's going to be pretty cool. And I always love watching Eyeballers. I think they are actually a really good team. You have Monty, who might be getting shaken up after this team or after this tournament, potentially later into the off season, whatever you want to call it, player break. And yeah, this Monty team might be looking different very soon. We'll have to see what happens. Maybe their core gets bought out, or maybe some players get poached and whatnot. And you have Nemesis, who not a lot of people might not know about them, but this is not a tier 1.5 tournament. So we are going to have some lower tier teams like Nemesis. Then we have Paravision, who just got a Hobbit, and I still don't know how to say this guy's name, Slaxjez, who is an 18-year-old from a team called Psycho Face, who was 120th in VRS and 135th in HLTV rankings. 18-year-old, probably a crazy face-it pub stomper. Facing off against Alliance, which I believe is a full Swedish team, right? Yeah, it is a full Swedish team, and it did hold I believe he's like 16-year-old male, like the new supposedly supposed to be like up-and-comer for the CS scene. So that's going to be cool to see what this Paravision team can do with the two new players. And then we have Bet Boom versus Sinners. I don't think this is really going to be a close match, if I'm being honest. Bet Boom looked really good at the Cologne Major, and I believe Sinners went out in stage 1. And we have Big versus Linvision. Really happy to see Big back. I think a lot of people are going to be wanting to see this Big team, especially with their pretty decent, I'm going to say decent Cologne Major run. And Linvision, I don't think a lot of people are really high on them anymore. Some personalities, Amelia Cack, but not too much looking for them. And then we have Bait versus MIBR, and MIBR just replaced Klim for NQZ, and Klim went to the G2 Ares bench, G2's academy team, lower tier team, whatever you want to call it. And Bait they also went to the playoffs of the Cologne Major. So, like I said, I do think 9Z Bet Boom, or Bait are going to win this. It just depends on how they're feeling after the Cologne Major and after taking some time off. But I think this is going to be a really fun tournament to watch. I think this is a tournament that should be watched more than it probably will be, just because of, I mean, a lot of people are having new rosters. Like I said, this Phase team, 3D Max, NIP, 9Z, Eyeballers, and Paravision, and I guess MIBR as well. Some have, one change, but still, I do think this is going to be an entertaining tournament to watch. A lot of good storylines. There's no absolute clear winner. Some team can come in with, a new team feeling fresh, honeymoon phase. And I think it'd be a really good tournament to see how these teams, maybe on the lower tier, 1.5 tier, potentially to the 2 tier, could move up into rankings and get some VRS points to compete at some tier 1 tournaments. And I do think I'm not really going to do too much with the simulator, but I will say I do think Sinners are probably going to go out. Nemesis are probably going to go out as well. Probably Lin Vision as well. And I'm going to probably say, maybe not this NIP team. I think I'm probably 9Z, Bet Boom, and Bait are going to go through. I think Monty can go through as well. I think with these teams, I think Paravision are probably going to be able to go through. Same thing with Big. So it is going to be a really fun playoff to see as well. For the matches we have FaZe versus Tyloo, 3D Max versus NIP, 9D versus Eyeballers, Monty versus Nemesis, Paravision versus Alliance, Bet Boom versus Sinners, Big versus Lin Vision, and Bait versus MIBR. I think this is going to be a really enjoyable and entertaining tournament to watch. Again, I think there's, there's not the absolute best. There's no Spirit. There's no Vitality, G2, Navi, whatever. There's none of the likely teams that usually go in to win tournaments fully. There are going to be teams that have been going through some roster changes, have been taking some rest after the Cologne Major, and I really do think this is going to be a fun tournament to watch. Let me know when you think in the comments. Let me know who you think is going to win the tournament. Quick little video here just to gloss over this. I am going to talk about it as the tournament progresses and about the winner for the playoffs and everything like that. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, little short one, but just wanted to get this out there, talk about this tournament because I think a lot of people should know about it, and you should at least watch a couple games if you can. And hope you have a great day. See you later.